Healthy adult cats can spend anywhere from 12 to 16 hours each day just sound asleep. Some older felines can even hit that 20-hour mark. And while cats are certainly known for their sleep time, some cats certainly can and do sleep more than others. This can become extremely obvious if you have two or more cats in your home and one just seems to be off in dreamland every time you give that cat a glance over. In this material, I'll talk about some of the notable reasons why some cats sleep more than others and when extended sleep hours could potentially signal a serious problem. Stay tuned. Generally speaking, cats sleep a lot in an effort to stay fresh and ready for the hunt. This is instinctual, even for house cats who've never really stepped foot in the great outdoors. When it comes to sleep times, this number will change with age. With respect to kittens, cats of this age will sleep the bulk of the day. There's not really much to do at this age. Not much a feline at this age can do, if we're being totally honest. Just walking around is a task, a grand adventure. Very young kittens, just weeks and months into life, are still at the stage where they're taking things in. And outside of a few bursts of energy here and there, kittens love to nap and sleep. As cats get older and enter that young adult stage of life, the sleep patterns can waffle. Some days are sleepier than others, but for the most part, this is typically the peak of a cat's energy level with respect to the big picture of life. If your cat is going to bounce off the walls, as they say, the glory days of young adulthood, that's where the energy lives. Sort of like a human teenager. Always on the go. Not much time for those hours with the eyes closed, let's say. As kittens, life looked like a grand adventure. Young adult cats, they're trying to live out that grand adventure. As cats enter adulthood, the middle of life's journey, they will slowly start to wind down just a bit. Cats of this age, around 7 or 8, they're still all about the playtime and the adventure, but they'll start to appreciate sleep a bit more. They'll need more energy through sleep, as the body's natural energy, well, it doesn't seem to last as long as it once did. This is where cats typically enter that 12 to 16-hour sleep pattern each day. House cats, they can hit 20 hours at times if there's just nothing going on of interest or engagement. And finally, those golden years, those senior cat wellness years. Once a cat reaches this stage of life, sleep becomes the objective. If for no other reason than the adventure, well, it's just not as interesting as it used to be. If your cat has grown up in the same environment, your home, let's say, that curiosity light will dim a bit as your cat will think, hey, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. As mobility dwindles and the adventure just isn't as entertaining, sleep and good petting sessions will reign supreme. Those basic yet essential comforts will rule the day. With respect to sleep patterns, the daily routine of sleep and when your cat sleeps will become more defined with age. You'll come to expect your cat to be asleep at a certain hour because that's simply the routine. Now, outside of the life stages that I mentioned and how sleep patterns change over the course of life, if one of your cats is sleeping much more than others or the other, and all of your cats are roughly the same age, let's say, well, there could be other things at work, both internal and external. First off, with regards to the longer sleeper, when did the cat start this pattern? When did they begin to use the waking hours, those play hours, social hours, as additional sleep hours? Make note of the change if possible, especially if it was somewhat sudden. This could point to a health concern. Also be mindful of how your cat acts and behaves during the waking hours. Are they lethargic, refusing to eat and drink? A vet visit could be in order if your cat's sleep routine has changed suddenly and is accompanied by other concerning actions, or in many cases, inactions. Other reasons for extended sleep could include the following. Resting. Now, is your cat really asleep or are they just relaxing? It's not uncommon for some cats to use any relaxed period to just close their eyes. Your cat seems to be resting, yet can be off and running at the drop of a hat. That's different than a true deep sleep, so just keep that in mind. Another reason for extended sleep could involve boredom. If your other cats are bouncing around the house and you have one that's just always asleep, don't rule out boredom. If your cat is simply not interested and really doesn't care to socialize, they'll sleep. If a health matter has been ruled out, boredom could be the issue. Another reason some cats sleep a bit more than others is obesity. Cats that are struggling in this fashion, oftentimes it can be a chore to play and engage with people, other cats in the home perhaps, you name it. it becomes much easier to sleep than to take on the day. Never overlook the negatives of obesity. Longer sleep, more sleep. It's just one of the side effects, unfortunately. What's the weather like? Cold, rainy, snowy, overcast? We all know how weather can impact our mood. The same can hold true for a cat. If one of your cats is just a bit more emotionally sensitive with respect to the elements, depression could set in, leading your cat to sleep the day away. I noted the concerns regarding obesity. We can also add arthritis and diabetes to that list. There are many health ailments that can cause a cat to want to sleep even more than usual. Extra sleep simply in order to gain strength and recover from activity. This is common in senior felines, and of course, once a known medical issue is added to the situation, such as arthritis and or diabetes, the desire to want to sleep more is not uncommon. And the final reason for extended sleep that I'll talk about today is lack of mental and physical enrichment. Similar to boredom, cats that are not on the receiving end of engagement but are treated simply like fixtures in the home will turn to sleep simply as a means to pass the time. Part of this is just who cats are. Let's think about it. A cat, any cat, if nothing is really going on, what are they going to do? I mean, they'll give it a few minutes to groom and just check things out, but if cats are left all alone, especially in a comfortable home environment where the fear of external threat is zero, they'll nap, they'll sleep. And while cats do love to sleep, and they certainly don't need an invitation, if your cat is sleeping the entire day away, some of that could be due to lack of positive engagement. Basic play sessions and petting sessions could do wonders with regards to turning this ship around, giving your cat more energy and a new sense of purpose and routine each day. And before I close, I want to once again stress the importance of routine vet visits. I know I say this quite often in my videos, but it's paramount to pay close attention to your cat's overall behavior. Make sure that a health concern at the very least has been ruled out before you attempt to get to the bottom of your cat's extended sleep pattern. The last thing you want to do is simply chalk it up to boredom, for example, if your cat is truly dealing with something that could potentially become very serious. When in doubt, act. So much of responsible pet ownership centers around being proactive. To the audience of Senior Cat Wellness, do you have a multi-cat household with one cat who's just always counting mice in dreamland? If you have a story to share regarding your sleepy time pet, please let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed today's content, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as a member of the Senior Cat Wellness family. And until next time, thank you so very much for watching, and I will talk to you later.